William Nicol Drive, which occupies tens of thousands of cars daily, may soon change. Change to Winnie Madikizela Mandela after the city launched a public participation process to deliberate the name of the road that now enjoys its landmark status.
A motion of council was passed a year and a half ago or so in order to honor Winnie Mandela and ensure that with time William Nicol will be renamed after her. The names will be finalized with the family as soon as the necessary processes are concluded.
We took a trip to the busy road to find out what were the sentiments around the name change. And while some were extremely pleased,
I think it's definitely a good idea. We need to change with the times. William Nicol served its purpose. Winnie Madikizela Mandela holds a very dear place in our hearts, and she's done a really fantastic job in the freedom of South Africa. So absolutely, I support it.
I loved Winnie. We were great friends. So they're going to change it anyway. So if it's going to be Winnie Mandela, then it's a good name.
I'm for it. Firstly, I don't think the youth of South Africa know a lot about our history. So when we talk about William Nicol, who was he? So I think it would be a good thing. But the name of the road will be very long, just by the way. But I'm all for it. I don't see why we shouldn't change it.
Oh, that would be a great thought, and so that new generation will learn new things, experience new life,
Others had some concerns.
We just need to find out what is the reason, because especially now during this pandemic time, we don't have budget for that really. We rather do something that will benefit everyone, but not change of streets or roads. It's really unnecessary for me personally. It's unnecessary.
What does it really mean for our people? Because I feel that we're constantly spending money on name changes, and that money can really be redirected to things that we need most in communities. And I feel that there's a lot of things that are lacking behind in terms of service delivery, and we are more concerned about name changes that actually don't do anything for the people. And I think Winnie as well would agree that she would rather see her people living a better life that she actually fought for than having worthless name changes that just waste money.
As long as it doesn't increase the traffic, as long as it doesn't affect the diesel in my car, it might make tourists battle a bit with the pronunciation of the road, but whatever.
I think we have bigger problems in South Africa where the money is more needed than to change names.
William Nicol Drive has been in existence for over 5 decades, and while many people have welcomed the name change, the word that has stood out the most has been cost. What are the cost implications associated with such a project? We spoke to the Institute of Race Relations.
The latest data stated that the last time in 2008, when there were 27 proposed name changes in Pretoria, that was said to exceed 800 million. And if you divide the 800 million by the 27 streets, that comes at about 29 million per every street that you want to rename. So we can assume that for this one alone, it's going to be in that region around 29 million. And we have to take into consideration that was back in 2008. And obviously, with inflation, prices increase. So we can assume that it's now well over 30 million. I don't think it is advisable from the government to be spending money on something like a name change. The reason why I say this is because, as you pointed out, the state coffers are already empty. We have a huge deficit. The money can be used on something more productive. We are cutting our budget in important areas like education and healthcare. I don't think that changing the name will really do anything. We can change the name of Eskom to the Pico Energy Company, but that won't improve the efficiency of Eskom. So I'd rather address the sort of underlying issues that the residents face in the area, fix the potholes, make the street better, improve roads, or even build another road and then name that after Winnie Madikizela Mandela. Something more constructive. I don't think this is really going to do anything for the residents in the area. This is sort of, what do they call it? It's all smoke and mirrors. It's just a distraction from the actual issues that we need to be dealing with as a country. So it's quite tedious and long, I guess, as all government processes are.
Hey, yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Reason, and you are now hanging out with me, Joburg Today. Whether you're in Cape Town, Durban, doesn't matter. It's Joburg Today.